What is up, YouTube? We are back at it with another video. As you can tell by the title, thumbnail of this video, I do this pretty much every year since I've made this YouTube channel. Did one back in 2021, did one in 2022. I think I skipped 2023, but now we're into 2024, 2025 season of the basketball or the NBA season. I'm gonna be ranking, in my opinion, the best NBA players in the league currently. As you can tell in 3, 2, wait, hold up, in 3, 2, 1, boom. I have the tier list here. So yeah, I'm just gonna rank these players. I have my top 5 players in the league currently. That's how I'm gonna do it, top 5. Anybody, I have A+, anybody that's just an above average player, because there are so many in the league nowadays. Like, you're telling me that, you know, Steph Curry, Dame Lillard, Anthony Edwards, like they're all they're not B, but they're also not the top 5 best in the league. Maybe, kind of, could switch in and out, but they are definitely A tier players. So we're gonna go through this right now. Starting off with Steph Curry. I'm a big Steph Curry fan. I like Steph Curry, but I mean, compared to the talent in the league now, he's an A+. He's definitely gonna be a high A. I'm gonna try to rank it like that too, so you guys will. He's definitely a high A for sure, but he isn't on that level of like a guy like the next guy up on the list, a Luka. Luka is a top 5 player in the league, no doubt about it. He's on Dallas, and people, like, even I saw a clip with Klay Thompson was like, he's the leader of this team, I'm gonna follow, I'm gonna do whatever he needs me to do, kind of thing. That's the guy Luka is, and he is a top 5 player. Top 5 or top 3 in MVP voting last year, so I wouldn't be surprised if he won MVP this year. Next guy up, we got a Dame Lillard. That's a hard one. Playing with Giannis, and I know that's hard because he's the #1 option, but then you got Giannis, who is definitely a way better #1 option than Dame Lillard is, so I get it, and he did alright last season. I put him in B. Yeah, he is an A tier player, but like, last season he wasn't like the craziest, and you guys get what I'm saying. But maybe I'm gonna change it up a little bit when we keep getting into it. Ja Morant, I'm gonna put him in the same tier as well. I think he didn't play much last season because he feels like pulling guns out on, on live. So I'm gonna put him in B just because of that reason. I know what he's capable of, but we haven't watched him for a little bit. Trae Young, I'm gonna put him in A. I'm gonna put him in A. I don't know. I'm not the biggest Trae Young fan in the world, but honestly, Trae Young is so underrated. People hate on Trae Young. People hate on him so hard, but he's quite good. By the way, averaging probably the same as Steph, averaging probably more than Dame, more than Ja Morant, with more assists, probably double than what did he average last year? A 10 or 11? He averaged a double-double, averaging over 25 with 10, 11 assists a game. Like, that's unheard of, you know what I mean? De'Aaron Fox, same thing. I'm gonna put him in B tier. Ooh, I don't know. Oh my god, am I doing the right thing? I have no idea. Let's skip around a little bit, guys. Let's skip around. Like, I don't want to keep doing point guards, except for this point guard. Let me put him in where he belongs. SGA is a top 5 player. SGA is a top 5 player in the league currently. Last year went freaking stupid. This year, I wouldn't be surprised if he won a championship. But Shea's like that, guys, for real. Like, he's like that. I don't think anybody else has a, people might call him foul hungry, and they'll be like, oh, like, he just draws a lot of fouls and blah, blah, blah. So does everybody else in the league, buddy. Jalen Brunson, I'm putting in A tier. Oh, would I take him over Trae Young? Probably. You know what I mean? Like, Trae Young is that for the Atlanta Hawks, how Jalen Brunson is for the New York Knicks. You know what I mean? They got a solid team around him, and he just makes that team just 10 times better, just being who they are. Jalen Brunson is definitely an A player. Let's go LeBron. LeBron James as well. I am going to put him, I'm gonna put LeBron James in A. LeBron James is the GOAT. But I'm gonna put him in A. He's not a top 5 player currently in the league, and that's how I'm doing it. So you guys can't be about LeBron James, all right? He's definitely a top 10, 12 player in the league. Let's put a guy who's also top 5 in the league, in my opinion, 100%. There should be no doubt in my mind, is Giannis. Giannis is a 7-footer. Can't shoot incredibly well, can shoot decent, run, dunks, everything that you can possibly do in the paint. Fucking MVPs, like, he's just that guy. He's top 5 in the league. In my opinion, I don't know if any of y'all disagree with me, but he's top 5. Like, it's the boy Jokic, and I'm gonna move him all the way up top here. Is anybody gonna argue with me? 2-time MVP. People kind of hated on him a little bit, and I won a championship. Just want to put that out there. The guy averaged, like okay, you're like, oh, he averages 26. Everyone else on the scoreboard or whatever that put out top 5. Oh, wait, but he only averages 26 and 26, 27. Everyone else is averaging 30. But are they averaging 26, 12, and 10? On probably the best team in the league? No. They're not. They're not doing what he does. He does everything perfect with minimal turnovers, by the way. I can't say the same thing without SGA. SGA turns over the ball 3 times a game. Luka probably more. Giannis probably more. Joel Embiid, if he starts feeling it a little bit and starts trying to pass it, he's doing turnovers as well. Jokic is the only guy that maybe averages 2 with the most assists on this list. Dead serious. Like he plays basketball so well, and he's also 7 whatever. He's also 7 feet 280. Like, it's just Anthony Edwards. Bro, he might be one of my favorite players in the league right now. And no dick suck as well. He might be one of my, like, he is so tough. Like, the way, I love it. I love the guy that talks shit. I love it. I love it. Surprising. I wouldn't be surprised if he's MVP caliber this season. Tatum, I used to not like Tatum all that much. I used to think he was overrated. Like, I always, even a little bit now, I still think, like, Jaylen Brown's a better player than he is. But Jason Tatum's that guy. Undoubtedly. I'm not, my opinion aside on the way I feel about the dude, he's that guy. Like, he's that guy. Like, Jason Tatum is the guy. You want him on the floor no matter how bad he is clutch wise. You want him on the floor in the 4th quarter. You want your best player out there, and he's the best player. And I watched the first game that he's played, and he scored 37 first game back. Not first game back, but first game of the season. Scored 37. If he's acting like that this season, after them kind of disrespecting him, not playing him in the Olympics, it's Paolo Banchero. This boy's nasty. You know when they were like, back then when Ben Simmons was coming in the league and they were like, this is gonna be the new LeBron James. This is the new, like, we haven't seen anybody like this since LeBron James. Ben Simmons is LeBron James. You remember that, guys? You guys remember. If you guys are actual fans, you guys remember when everyone was like, oh, look, oh my God, Ben Simmons is gonna be like the new, because they compare LeBron to, you know, when they, you know what I mean? They were comparing people and they were like, oh, this is probably the closest thing to LeBron James since LeBron James. Paolo Banchero is that. I mean it. He is that. And it sucks for guys like that. Like, it sucks for guys like Paolo. It sucks for guys like Cade Cunningham who are crazy players, and then you get drafted by like a trash ass organization like the Magic and the Detroit Pistons. But Paolo's gonna be that. Quote me on that. I don't think he's gonna be MVP. Maybe. I don't think he's gonna be MVP, but you're gonna be like, holy shit. Like, this Magic team is insane. And why is it insane? It's because of Paolo. I'm gonna put James Harden in B tier. I assume you guys know why I'm putting him in B tier. Like, he's good, but he isn't all that. LaMelo Ball, I'm also gonna put him in B tier too. The first game he played this season, he did look really good. I will be honest. The first game he did play, he looked insane. So this might change. But he's still like an average, you know, B tier player. Like, I think he could be a lot more, but he's also plays for the Hornets, which sucks as well. He can be that. I'm also gonna put Tyrese Halliburton in B tier as well. I think Tyrese is a phenomenal point guard, and last year he was having like a pretty good season. And then after the All-Star break, he kind of like fell off the face of the earth until the playoffs, and he stepped up in the playoffs. So he's kind of off and on a little bit with that. But he's also a very good player. Anthony Davis as well. I'm gonna put him in Lauri Markkanen. Oops. I'm gonna put Lauri Markkanen in B tier. I think he'd be a lot better, but we're gonna put Anthony Davis in A tier. I think that's, I don't know, I guess I'm assuming you guys know that's pretty obvious. I think this year he's gonna blow up. I see Sabonis. Sabonis is an A tier player. What he does as a big and his role as a big man, it's obviously that's where he belongs. Kyrie's an A tier player. Yeah, let me put a Kyrie up there. I could put him in B, and I'm not saying anything towards Kyrie, but obviously Kyrie Irving is playing right next to Luka, and Luka is just a phenomenal player that obviously he needs to take a lot of shots, and Kyrie is just a guy that like needs a lot of shots as well, and if he doesn't get them, it's just he's a good 2 to the 1, you know what I mean? So I don't, not to be, you know, rude, but I will put him in A because I could put him somewhere else. All right, guys, I think I'm finished with that. Take a look. I didn't put everybody up there because that's a lot of guys I was gonna put up there. But as you can tell from my top 5, I got Jokic, Luka, SGA, Giannis, Joel Embiid. In my A tiers, I got KD, I got JT, I got LB, I got, you know, Steph Curry, Trae Young, I got Jaylen Brown, I got Ant, I got Paulo, I got Bam, I got AD, I got all those guys. My trash guy, I put Dylan Brooks up there. That's just me hating, but he's a G player. He's a trash player. Christian, I don't know why. I'm not gonna even bring him up. And then my B tiers. Those are my guys in my B tiers. I feel like that's pretty solid. Obviously, I have Dame Lillard in there. He could impress me this season. He could, and it could go up. You know what I mean? Because that's who they are. Tyrese Maxey could probably go up if Joel Embiid's not playing all the games this season. Scotty Barnes can be that for the Raptors. He could be there. De'Aaron Fox as well. John Morant, you know, it's just, you guys, hopefully you guys are understanding when I put them there. It doesn't mean I truly think that's how they are. I think they just have a lot more to prove. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this content about me talking about basketball, make sure to like, subscribe, comment your favorite part of this video. And without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.